confusing passengers by having vastly different rules as to what constitutes peak time travel, which magazine says operators are not providing a consistent message. But ATOC says rush hour happens at different times of the day in different parts of the country. Let's discuss this with Welsh. He is the director of ATOC. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, you are smiling, but there will be people who think, actually, this is ridiculously confusing depending which part of the country you live in. And can we not have a bit of joined-up thinking here?
Well, let me explain what the situation is. The issue is that a record number of people are travelling by trains, and there's only so much capacity. Each train company has to be able to manage this demand in its own way because people travel in different parts of the country. And that's the fundamental point which has failed to grasp in its survey. You can't compare Merseyrail, for example, which is a local and a commuter service in and around Liverpool, with people travelling on services from Plymouth to Newcastle or London to Glasgow. It's a very different kind of service.
But is there not an argument for saying then that things could and should be an awful lot clearer, because a passenger could potentially be travelling with several different rail companies who operate different policies, and if you do that at a crucial time of day, you could end up in a pickle if one company deems it peak and the other doesn't?
Well, I think which rather underestimates the intelligence of the British public, quite frankly. I'm sure a small minority might struggle to understand fares, but actually the vast majority of the British travelling public understand fares very easily, because the evidence backs this up. 4 out of 5 people travel on some kind of discounted ticket.
But I'm sure we've discussed before the problems with, for example, the automated ticket machines. It's all very well if you go up to a booth and you actually speak to a person, and that's fine, they can explain all that to you. But actually, sometimes it is complicated. I've used railways solidly for 20 years, and sometimes those machines are complicated. They don't tell you which operating company runs the service in which part of the country, and it can't be beyond the wit of man to make those machines a little bit easier.
Well, train companies offer a range of cheap tickets and vary peak periods so as to encourage people to travel in quieter times and so to ease the pressure on peak services. As I said, 4 out of 5 people travel on some kind of discounted ticket. The average ticket is £4.80.